All right, so we're back. It's good to see everyone. Uh, as you can see right here, my name is Sola, and it's my boy Jeff. We just discovered something, so we look like we're not the discovery people, kind of looking people. But I was just talking to somebody today, and she helped me understand that there's a such thing as non-sexual affection, brother.
Yeah, as crazy as that sounds, I had to do some research on my own just to verify this, and it looks like you made a breaking discovery.
We're gonna talk about it here in just a little bit. Y'all hang tight.
They tried to play us, but we made the game. Offend these haters, turn their shade to shame.
Believe you me.
Stick with the name that pays. Big Daddy everything.
And they thought I was dumb to rap, but how dumb is that when I'm the running back? Gut punch you in front of you at eye level, see if you gon' stomach that. It's food for thought, but we don't feed them hoes, we don't need them hoes. Eloquent, Big Daddy elephant, just in their element. Intelligence, telling men something they could tell a friend. And
All right, everyone. As promised, we would come back and talk to y'all about this. Man, I'm at a loss for words because I've been alive for a lot of years, man. I'm trying to figure out like where's this coming from? Non-sexual affection.
Yeah. When you brought it to my attention very briefly prior to this, I had to run it by my colleagues of the Mount Raps. Maybe you guys have heard of them, the men that read and party sometimes. And brother, I don't think that they even really understood the level of discovery made here.
Well, what I'm starting to actually see, because I guess I'll go first, brother. All the affection I've ever given towards my wife has been sexual. I mean, all of it, all of it,
Every morsel of affection,
every single gesture, every gesture, brother.
yeah.
And I was talking to the lady, and she said maybe you should try that. And I stopped her. I was like, "What is that?" She said, non-sexual affection." So what is that? She said, she laughed. She said, "He asked, what is that?"
Why did you laugh? Did you ask her that? Why did you laugh?
I should have asked her, why did you laugh? I don't know. And listen, it may come across like, oh yeah, these guys just being jerks. Listen, I don't think there's ever been a man alive that has given affection non-sexually, unless I just don't know, brother. Is there other people out here giving non-sexual affection?
I was trying to, and I said it seriously, I was trying to picture what this might look like. So I did a quick experiment on my wife because I don't know that I've ever done this. So I did this to her. I'll show you what I did. And she told me to stop. She said, stop that. Don't do that. And then she laughed and walked off. So I don't know what it is. It's not what I did. The experiment failed. And this is what I did. I looked at her and I went like this. And she chuckled and said, stop that, and then walked away from me. So I'm at a loss, brother. I don't know.
Well, let me share
what affection looks like without with non-sexual.
I got you. Well, let me tell you what I tried, because once I found out that it's something, she said, because she asked me to go ahead and try it and just stay in there, just stay there, and let me know if you feel awkward. or you know. And so what I did was I came home and gave my wife a non-sexual hug. I just went in for it.
That's like decaffeinated coffee, I guess. What does that mean?
Nah, I mean I just went in for the hug. And I was just holding her. And I couldn't help but to smell her hair, and my face was close, my cheek is close to her neck, and I was just, how is this non-sexual? Brother,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But I moved my cheek a little bit, and I just stayed in there, and I'll tell you what, brother, for the first time since we've been together, I never felt more free. I mean, you're like, you're doing this thing and showing your appreciation for someone, or just kind of embracing without any expectations. And I'm telling you, brother, I think it made her want me. And I think it's leading to, like, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
It's
Okay,
like a hack,
all right.
bro. It's
All right. Yeah. You found it's a loophole.
it's
All right. Yeah. Okay.
because you're not assuming. You're just like, oh, no, don't worry, I just care.
I see. Okay.
And it's like, oh, you know,
The Trojan horse.
the Trojan horse. And then I had another one. So I said, okay, since that worked pretty good, then I said, all right, I'm going to attempt to take a nap on your lap. So I put my head in her lap for about an hour, brother.
Okay.
And listen, I didn't try anything. You know, she didn't try anything. And it's shaping up pretty good night.
All right. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
You're investing. Yeah, you're investing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there has to be a motive, right? Because she didn't tell me the rest. She didn't say, like, okay, and then she didn't tell me, like, what the reward would be. But I was like,
Right.
Okay, I get it. I see what she was trying to tell me.
I got you. Yeah.
But it seems like it takes a lot longer though, brother. It's like,
That's what it sounds like. Yeah. It's more like the slow game. But it seems like it would be more rewarding, maybe.
it's possible. I'll get back with you. And then he said, "Dang, I should have went for 2. I should have went for 2 hours, brother."
Yeah, those are good naps. Those are quality naps.
Yeah, because I was just there, and she stayed there. I don't know how tired she was holding that posture or whatever, but brother, because at other times the affection is to get closer and use less words,
Right.
and then you get a little closer,
Yeah.
and then man, wow, it's kind of like, because I don't think they understand. Remember, like on certain movies or like cartoons, a guy be like, "Oh," and then he puts his hand.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I always preferred the look over here. What is that?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look. Oh, that must be nothing.
Boom! There, you're in there.
Damn, right there. I'm already there. I was there the whole time. The whole time you were looking.
But they didn't know that's sexual.
That's sexual. Yeah. In fact, it reminds me of the methodology I used for the first kiss, the first move
Okay.
when dating, that I picked up years ago. You have to use an expression of affection to initiate.
Okay.
It may be something like, "Oh, you have some hair in your face."
Boom.
Bam. And then the hand kind of lingers a little bit. Something like that.
And you know that you smell good because you already did that. You already knew that you were gonna smell good.
I already knew. I spray cologne on my wrist right here. So that when I sweep my arm across, she does indeed smell it. Yeah.
So these women out here just thinking that they, because brother, I wanted to fight against her and said there's no such thing as non-sexual affection. What are these things you're talking about?
Yeah.
But I'm starting to. I don't know, brother. I'll see how it all turns out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you think of some other things that might be considered now that we're talking about this phenomenon?
Yeah. So I was thinking about like a massage, like a back rub or something.
Okay, so I actually got a list here.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah. So how can I be affectionate in a non-sexual way? Give you a neck or back massage.
The problem with that is I've tried that.
Okay.
I have been unsuccessful.
So they're lying.
I've never been able to succeed. I give my wife back rubs and massages often.
Yes,
The lower back in particular because it hurts more often because she was pregnant and all. And yeah, I've always been unsuccessful. Foot massage, I think maybe there'd be some success in that, perhaps.
Actually, it's a little harder because there's things in the foot that lead to.
It's true. Yeah.
Arousal. Let's see. Give you a cuddle. Just
like a spoon, big spoon, little spoon type.
Yeah, but how's that non-sexual? Okay. Pay you lots of compliments.
Nope, that's always been. That's always got me to a place of sexual. Yeah.
Okay, I got one. Take you out for dinner or cook for. That's actually very sexual. Okay, send you a romantic text message.
No, I've done that before, and I'm usually responded with something sexual.
Okay, look at this one. This one is very interesting, brother. It says, "Be faithful to you and not cheat on you." How's that not sexual? You better get over here.
That's that is probably the second definition of sexual, isn't it?
No, I'm just think. Look, why would they write that? Be faithful to you and not cheat on you. That's a non-sexual way of affection. That one's a little too. I don't understand that one. There's one that says
they tried to sneak that one in there. The ladies.
Yeah. Okay. This one says, always think about how you feel. I don't get it. That's.
Are you talking? So this is how to have affection towards yourself. That's non-sexual.
No, it says always.
I would have just like flexed or something.
Okay, here's one. Hold your hand. I haven't been successful with that either. I always guide the hand.
Yeah.
Run you a warm boat. Okay, so this is just a joke.
That can't be real.
This is a prank.
That cannot be real.
This is just a prank, brother.
Yeah, it's not. That's not even. And holding hands. Listen, guys. I don't know if you guys know this, but holding hands is one of the most sexual things you can do. In fact, I have a philosophy that I've lived by since I was a youth. My father taught me this. Holding hands leads to babies. And
yes, sir.
I've known that to be true over the years. So,
look at this one, brother. Kiss you. They're just wasting our time. Write a sexy message on your back and get you to guess what it says. That's never gonna work.
Come on, man. How is that not sexual? What? It doesn't matter what it says. Come here.
Yeah. Spend time with you. Nah, man.
Or going to the zoo or something.
50 ways to show someone you love them without having sex. I don't know. All right. So that's what I found, brother. Let me read the definition. Non-sexual physical intimacy involves close physical proximity and or touch that helps communicate positive and intimate feelings towards someone without the intention or expectation for it to lead to any sexual activity. How someone likes to give and receive non-sexual physical intimacy may vary from person to person. All right, brother. I listen. I don't see how this exists. And I may be jumping the gun a little bit on this, but I don't see how this exists and also sexual harassment exists, because I should be able to do all these things.
That's a good point. Yeah,
I found it on this list that says it's not sexual. You're lying.
I'm simply showing this person that I like them. I think they're great. I have no intentions of having sex. I was just rubbing her feet with coconut oil while she was at work. I don't understand. That's a good point, man.
Right?
That's a good point. You shouldn't be.
I'm giving her a neck massage.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I just took my shirt off at the office and told her to write with her lipstick on my back, and I'll guess what she writes. I just told it was a game with team building exercise at the office.
So it does. So which one is it? Is it sexual or not, brother?
Perhaps you could go into one of those examples or into that without the intention of sex, but I don't know that it would like it's going to result in sex. It sounds like dinner, massages,
okay,
dancing slowly to soft music in the kitchen. Those are sexual. Yeah.
The idea is to try these things in a deeper manner. No sex on the mind. You see, brother, as the more I think about it, it's women that's coming up with this stuff, also not knowing how men are. I gave my wife this example. So this kind of stuff makes a woman feel connected. It makes a woman feel like there's a reinforced stability and so on and so forth. Her hormones get her to feel that. Our hormones get us to say, right, you're putting yourself in a really good position.
Yep.
To get what you want.
This is absolutely going to help you out, dude. Good job. Yep. Yeah, brother, real quick, let me add to that what you just said. The closest thing I could come to this was I was thinking of a time when my wife, before we were married, she got very drunk, and we went back to her place, and she was throwing up, and I had to hold her hair for her. It was the scene that everybody's familiar with.
Okay.
I took her upstairs, helped her get into her PJs or to something, so she was wearing a nice outfit. I didn't want her to ruin it. And then went to sleep. We both went to sleep. No sex happened, nor did I intend to have sex with her.
Okay.
And I thought to myself, and I was quite affectionate with her that evening. Like I you know what I mean? I remember thinking very fondly of her. Okay. Like, wow, this girl's kind of funny. She drank too much. Like, who does that? Oh, she's so silly. Whatever. I didn't intend to have sex. Maybe that's.
Is that it right there?
Maybe, but at the same time, there was the person that I know I am inside of my own mind was saying, you are going to totally get laid for this later. And we got married, so it worked. And that's. I can always say, that I love you because remember that one time? And I'm, so I just.
It worked, huh?
That's the way men think. It's we play our cards, man. That's
if you're capable of showing affection to your mom or daughter, non-sexual, there has to be a way to offer that to your woman. Okay, let's
that's reasonable.
Let's try that. Let's try
that's
that.
Reasonable.
You see, I would say that.
Yeah.
So let me look at it. All right, my mother, she comes over, I make some jokes at her. Hug her, pull her close to me, say, Mom, I'm going to protect you no matter what. Okay. All right. So then let me try it. That same scenario I'm going to try with my wife. So my wife comes over, looking right at her thighs. And she comes, and I put her right there, and I change my voice a little bit, and I lean in and say, I'll protect you no matter what. Doesn't work, brother. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm thinking like, okay, I bring her close to me. I say it in a different way. My hormones are engaged. I think that's the difference, brother. The hormones get engaged, brother.
I have to. Yeah. I actually, with that example you gave, I can think of almost parallel scenes from my mother and my wife.
Yes, sir.
I was at my mom's house recently. She was doing the dishes, and I was watching her do the dishes. And I was remembering my mother when I was a young child.
There you go.
And I was looking at my mother quite fondly, and I was thinking of all the struggles and hardship. And I walked up to her while she was doing the dishes. I kissed her on the top of her head, and I said, "I love you, Mom. You've always been a good mother. I appreciate you." And she was like, "Oh, thanks, son." And then she turned around and hugged me.
There you go.
And my brother was there, and he was like, "Oh, what a nerd." I was like, "It's our mother, man." All right.
Yeah.
Recently, my wife was doing the dishes, and I looked at her and I thought about the child that she's raising, our daughter. I did the same. I walked up and I said, "I love you. You're a good mom." And yeah, it was sexual. There's no way around that. The dishes got done later. I don't know what to tell you guys. What's the difference, brother? I'm fond of both of these women.
No, it's testosterone, brother. You got your hormones got engaged in the other one.
Okay.
And that's why we didn't know there was such a thing. Because you just proved that there's a way to be non-sexual with your affection. You just said it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but with the spouse, I didn't know that it was okay. What happens when a woman massages her man? You want to take this one, brother?
I mean, yeah, I'll take it. She's she's preparing him for sex. She's prepping him.
Isn't that's what she's
It's
doing?
like, yeah, it's kind of like how you prepare
It's foreplay.
a meal. It's foreplay, yeah.
Yeah, and so whenever he's ready, he'll get up.
Yeah.
He might offer her a massage. Like, there it is, brother. A man and his wife. She's like, "Can you massage my, whatever?
Yeah.
Can you massage my wrist?"
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let me see.
I got you. Bring that wrist over here. Come on. I got you.
Absolutely not. He more than likely falls asleep. I can see that happening. So what about the other way around? When I'm telling you, okay, even that might be true about a woman massaging her man. If a man is massaging his woman, ain't nobody sleeping, not falling asleep. Yeah. Thank you. Sexual. That is absolutely. Yeah. So I guess, brother, we have been out here not understanding a very simple concept, brother. Non-sexual affection. That's
it's interesting.
That's interesting. But yet I consider doing it in hopes that it leads to, like, it's almost kind of like, let's change things up, I guess. That's what it feels like to me. Yeah, we'll just let's spice up. Let's spice up. That's all it feels like.
Yeah, it's kind of like emotional edging. Is that kind of what? How are you like edging? Is that
So I'm gonna try it, brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna.
I'll do the same.
Yeah, see where it goes.
I'll do the same, man. I'll see what I come up with. Yeah. If it creates a deeper connection or a more meaningful experience as people.
Great, right?
I'll report that, and that'll be great. Yeah, brother, real quick, I was talking to a guy about this, and I was telling him that you have to have deep and meaningful conversations with your wife. You have to engage in ideas. You have to challenge the way she thinks. You have to ask her why. If she says, "Well, this is what I believe," ask her why. Tell her to explain it to you, and challenge it constantly. You have to do this constantly so that you keep her sharp. And what this does is it creates a connection between you two. You start to understand the way each other thinks, and then she starts to really understand your mind.
Right.
I was explaining to my wife how I deal with things on a daily basis. It was something called the OODA loop: observe, orient, decide, and act. And it's a process by which you deal with, emergent things.
OODA loop.
OODA loop. Yeah, it's used in tactics and warfare, but on a day-to-day basis, you just understand this is the way things are. This is how the mind processes things. And I was explaining this to her, and I was telling her, you have to sharpen that. You sharpen it by knowing what it is, what's happening. And then she had her ideas, and we challenged one another, and that created a more deep connection between the way we understand each other.
Okay.
Right. And so I would imagine what we're going to find is that maybe that's what it looks like for a man to express affection that is non-sexual to his wife. Perhaps that's what it looks like.